hell was I doing? Because I have so much crap in my inventory, I probably was intending to go there, exploring the city, get as much gear as possible.
I could have used a few more hours of sleep.
Telling me.
I'm not a morning person.
Thank you. Nothing in there to steal.
No one cares apparently that I'm vandalizing the place. Poor barrel maker is crying. Actually bother looking, is there a reason to not destroy these? Oh, you might be able to jump there, but certainly not from here. Still, that was careless of me. I didn't really think about it, but is there a chance pickpocketing could fail? What happens if it does? Yeah, I probably should stay before I do that again in the future. Is there stealing in general in this game? I don't mean ability to steal, I mean, is there a system that controls stealing? That's probably something we can jump on. Not sure if there's enough height to go anywhere. You can jump there. Also, generally speaking, the gear isn't exactly that amazing that you get from me. I don't see anything particularly interesting there. When I am on top of these, there's a natural push toward trying to get me off, so... Off the barrel, I mean. So... It's not a stable foothold, really. You basically need to jump very quickly. You could jump on a barrel. You can't just stay there and look around, figure out what you're gonna do. Yeah, there's not enough height to reach those locations. There's not enough height now. If I destroy these, there might never be. Although I don't see what's the point of getting there. I'm not going to fit through that. I can't go there, so. Gildenberry. When eaten, the juice of this berry will heal 10 points of damage and satisfy your hunger. Okay, these barrels I can jump on no matter what for some reason. That is weird. Mostly food and minor amounts of silver crowns. So nothing really game-changing if we do this or not, but it's still... we might be able to buy something useful.
Boy, now I wish I had packed a lunch.
Yes, you wish. A little bit of rat meat never killed anyone. I assume, at least. Wait. Cursor change. A hat. Coco's cap. I do have a recollection about Coco's cap. And it's not a good one. It's either in Lands of Lore 1 or 2, maybe both. I don't recall what it does. The label inside the hat reads Property of Rick Gush. It's not useful, but it does something, and for the life of me I can't recall what. But this is the type of stuff I was talking about. There's little things all over the place. They're nothing game changing, but a few resources, a few consumables. They're all over the place. Also, not always a cursor change. Cursor change is a dead giveaway that there's something there. That's not always the case. So, just because the main cursor doesn't change to anything does not mean that you can't interact with what's in front of your face. Pretty sure I can't go to the castle. Since we're here, I might as well take a look around. Vines. Can't use those. It's also very hard to say what you can interact with. Ladders, for example, are pretty much often just some sort of texture at the side of the wall. So you don't really know what works and what doesn't work until you just try it.
Locked.
I'm not leaving the city, but I want to see what's here.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket. This place gives me the creeps.
Prison pocket. This is the jail cell from the second game. You all escaped this in the opening cinematic. Not a wooden shield. Fine leather buckler. It's not gonna be as good as the shield. No, I don't think any of the bucklers are. Actually, I'm not sure why would anyone use a buckler. Defense 38, 34. Maybe there's some sort of minor advantage in using those. This buckler will quickly lose its usefulness when hunting the more dangerous prey. Yeah, it's not useful now. There should be more restriction here between classes, then I could see some of that being useful, but not now. If everyone can use everything, so what the hell is the point of using the inferior gear? Oh, no. Oop. So far, no failures from lockpicking. I mean pickpocketing. It always just works. When he looks at me, I can't do it.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
So I guess if I can do it, it's I can't get caught. And if he's seeing me, I simply can't do it. Bell's fruit. This large, berry-like fruit appears to be swollen with juice. Okay, that's not particularly useful. Level 20 lock. Well, that's nice. Looks like a sewer access. However, sewer accesses are not this demanding at all, and I'm pretty sure none of them lead here, so it has to be something else.
Locked.
Apparently something there. Is there a way to get out? Yeah, there's a ladder. So 10 seconds in, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Not like that. I can heal a little bit extra to give myself a few extra seconds. Ring of Regeneration, Iron Shield, Longsword. Nothing particular. Okay, Ring of Regeneration. When worn, this ring increases the speed at which the wearer recovers from damage. It will also protect the wearer from a mortal blow. The latter effect will cause the ring to shatter and become useless. Okay, so slight increase in your recovery rate, and if you die, the ring is lost, but you don't die. I think at least in Lands of Lore 2, these will have limited amount of regeneration, so they're not that useful really. Still, on my better shield, probably. Slightly better, but better. 22. 30. Right, nice. Probably left something down there. Nope. Right, we haven't played all that much and we already have new gear.
Ah, the Cleric's Guild. Ah, the Cleric's Guild.
Picking up everything as long as I can pick up everything. Almost like there's something missing from him. Everyone else seems to be having a book or something. What is this? Very suspicious. There's nothing like that anywhere else. Mana something. Iron Shield offers additional protection against blunt and impact attacks. Longsword works best against fleshy foes. Mana Stone. A light porous stone filled with an unknown crystal. Rare. I'll see if I can... About to say I'll see if I can sell some of the extra crap away, but I'm not sure if I should. Well, I'm gonna have to sell them away at some point, and I do need to get the familiar too.
Just go get me some Vel's fruit and I'm all yours.
Wasn't I supposed to sign my name in a book or something?
Forget about it. I'll take care of everything.
Do I want new spells? Can I afford new spells? I would like the damage shield.
Please leave your donations in the receiving bowl. Thank you. We look forward to our next opportunity to serve.
Oh,
Slow
3
down,
ivory chips.
Smell flowers. Life too short, legs too long.
Your donations on the material plane will allow us to continue our service to others.
I don't really care about the Oculus pod. I would still like to test it before selling it though. So I guess I'll hold on to this crap for now. I'd like to get rid of some of the more basic weapons. Things like that.
Gotta go. See you later.
Careful you should be, Copper.
So the shield eats
I guess I
50%
should
of
go
my
out in the
mana.
woods and look for herbs and the Drauricle's caves. I guess I should do some pig hunting too.
Right. There should be nothing extra on this end of the map. I'll sell stuff to the Fighters Guild as we pass it. There are clear holes there. I have no idea how you would get there. There's no ladder or anything that you could climb. And if you could get there, it doesn't have the height.
Aha! This must be the Fighters Guild.
Vines, maybe. Can't climb them, so no.
Help yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
Nine silver crowns. Not exactly a lot, but it's better than nothing. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just throw away the rusty knife.
Help yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
Since we're sort of doing this, we might as well explore the options here. I'll show the gauntlet once. I'm not gonna do it any more than that. It's 10 coppers down the drain, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. This looks dangerous.
It's basically a series of challenges like this, and if you get hit by anything, it's game over. You have to redo everything. and it's a lot of stages, so even in the best case scenario, it's gonna take quite a bit of time for you to complete it. Right.
I guess I have to go back to the beginning.
It's not worth it, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know what the reward is. I haven't bothered to even try. I don't care. Farming simulator is just weird. From what I've concluded is that this switch is when you basically activate it. Before you do, you have to choose something from these. So the problem is you have these three options, but there's nothing indicating really like which is more difficult, for example, and which isn't, and what's the difference. If there was like 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, same with here, you would at least have sort of basic understanding what it might mean, even if you don't understand it. So this I don't understand. You have to choose at least one of these three. I think only one. Then you can choose. Oh, you can't unchoose. Right. So middle and all three activate, and what happens? And we fight. And then it's over. And that's a combat simulation. And then you level up. And I don't really get it. What's that supposed to really be? Actually, you get some experience, but for doing it, but what the fuck does this do? Just the middle one, I think. Let's try this with none of these. No, I want to keep it as similar as possible, so otherwise it's hard to compare what the hell the differences are. I think this was easier to kill. I'm slightly dead. I think I won. And level up again. So takes almost no time. Level ups up quickly, and I don't really get them. I want to do one more. From what it seems is that this is the hardest, this is the middle, this is the easy. Let's go with the easy. I want to see what happens if you don't choose any of the. Oh, so traps, I guess, or the environmental dangers. Fair enough. Not sure how much do we actually get, but even the toughest fight with all the traps active wasn't that difficult. We're low-level characters. I don't know. Might be a very good way to grind experience if we need to.
Help yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
At the same time, I would prefer not to do it if I don't have to do it. Oh, yum, that's the beef guild. What the hell was I thinking? I had something on my mind. Ooh, we actually got up here. That doesn't really work. The wall is trying to push me out of here constantly. But still that worked. That's new. Doesn't appear to be anything there. Well, it was nice, but we didn't actually get anything from it. But I sort of want to leave those barrels intact. Maybe I'll have other ideas. I don't see how I could any other way get up there, so... Got a good haul this time. The lore stone. It's basically free item identification and you get the full details of an item. Very nice.
Locked.
The lore stone. Generally speaking, I would like to save lore stones when I really need to know what an item is doing and quickly. I don't think I can pay one to identify items for me, so either I have the ability or a special item to do it, or I can't do it.
Go away. I'm busy here.
Well, excuse me, but I'm busy too, and I'm just looking around trying to recruit some help.
Not my problem. Now beat it before I call the guards.
What's that smell? Are you cooking something?
The smell? You can't be smelling anything. I've been very careful. Now run along and don't come back.
Thank you. I appreciate your hostility. He was certainly grumpy.
That's where the sheep noises are coming from.
Locked.
Right, I guess that's intended as a joke or something.
Locked.
Extremely amusing. My problem isn't with the joke, my problem is with there's so little interaction with anything. Why waste your development time on that? Still.
Oh, have you brought my dress?
Pardon?
Aren't you from the tailor's?
No, ma'am. I'm just sort of wandering around in a daze.
Oh, I know the feeling. So, what do you think I should wear then?
What?
Well, I'm not going out in this towel.
She's a babe.
Why? I guess gamers were much more desperate back there during these days. Woman draped in a towel. Something worth putting into your game.
Yes. What may I do for you, young man?
I recognize you. You're a Thomgog. You're the brother to that assistant of Dawn's. What was his name?
Bakata. My late brother's name was Bakata, and I am Viscosa.
Sorry about your loss.
Thank you. You must be that young Dracoid heir to the Gladstone throne?
Yes, I am Copper LeGray. But right now, I'd trade any inheritance for getting my soul back.
I would stay and see if I could assist you, but I'm just here to sort through Bakata's things and prepare a shipment of his personal effects. I have urgent business at home myself, you see.
You mean this was Bakata's house? Quite nice for a magician's assistant.
Oh, yes, Bakata was the wealthiest man in Gladstone. I understand few people knew that. Modest fellow, you know.
Fascinating. But I guess I should be running along then. Nice to have met you, sir.
And you as well, young sir.
That's wild. You can never tell about some people. Locke.
Okay, what was the point of that? I don't mind this interaction, but what is the point of that? Did it lead anywhere? Does it have a payoff? Can't see how these barrels could be useful in any way. Or more stones. They're giving me a lot of these red fruit things. I don't get why. Also, we could always spend the lore stone. At the same time, we don't really have a reason to immediately try to identify it. Be convenient to know. Relax. Five stones. Stroke daggers, I think. $30. $40. This bruiser delivers additional impact damage to brittle foes. Life stones. A translucent crystal filled with red liquid, very rare. I would say probably powerful heal item. Could be something else, I suppose. But if this is sort of a single player game in the sense that if you die, it's game over. So I don't see how those could be resurrection type items. And if you exclude that, you basically have a heal item of some sort. That is the other part of the city.
Pass.
Very nice. I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
Mm-hmm. Let's take that with me. Probably has some value. Yes, this is the key. This is the key to everything. When your inventory is full and your automatic pickup wants to pick up an item, it pushes you a little bit higher. A little bit higher. That's the key. That's the key to getting around tough jumps. You cheat. Cheat like a son of a bitch. The tough jump in the other section of the town, and I started to try it one evening and it just wouldn't go anywhere. Next day when I was playing, I had already abandoned all hope of completing it. I get a revelation. Too much stuff gives you a slight boost in your elevation. You place things correctly. And if you're at the threshold of succeeding in a jump, the last slight boost is all you'll ever need. Armor, Quicksilver, and a mana thing. We have to abandon something. Yeah, the rustic knife. I don't think anyone will even buy it. Plate mail breastplate. This armor is most useful against edged or blunt attacks. Use caution when facing foes that employ electrical or fire-based attacks. So I guess reduced defense against such attacks. Quicksilver, small glass jar filled with a mercury-like substance. Artifact. Artifact is very rare. Don't know what it does. Actually, I don't even recall Quicksilver from the other games. Not saying it's not there, just have no real recollection of it. A lot of the other items I have some sort of a grasp of what it might do. But with Quicksilver, I don't even have a clue. Well, especially since it's artifact rated, so it's fairly good. Yeah, don't know. Do not know. Could always spend a lore store on it, but I guess I'm gonna be fairly stingy with them as long as I have so few. I'm not actually sure you can buy them, or you have to buy every one of them. So at this point I would save them for things like artifacts. No, not. I don't mean artifacts as the game means it, but I mean very powerful, rare, magical items, like an armor piece or a weapon, something like that, that you happen to find while adventuring, so you want to identify it quickly to start to get using it. Although I'm not sure if you actually need a lore stone to do it, or are there other means to do it. Alright, this is the commoner section of the city. It's fairly large. There's many more secret areas here than the upper quarters, I guess. Every window is yeah, that's actually a secret. you can shoot it. There's a window open, so that's a secret. So this is the sort of thing you have here. It's always a question, how the hell you do actually get there? So you sort of backtrack these. You can't reach it from this direction, so you go here, here. How do you get there? That won't work. You have to get here, here. Again, how do you get to this point? Won't work. And those type of mysteries you solve, and then you have your prize. I'm not sure I've completely cleansed this or not. Bandits. I didn't attack it. Level 12. I'm not bashing these open. Not until I have confirmation through my own experiments that it doesn't matter if you bash them open or not. So, for now, we'll just mark them, move on. Must be able to climb this or something. Yeah. Always a solution. Otherwise, it would have been impossible to get there. So there had to be a solution. And this, for example, I had not spotted earlier. But there has to be always a way. That's the key. Always a way. Thief level 3. Level 7 lock. I'll mark them all with green. So we just entered the area and we've already found 2. Actually 3, there's one there at least. 4. Right.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket. This sign is illegible.
It's armor and weapons, dumbass.
Just a minute.
Oh, take your time. I'll just look around.
See anything particularly interesting? I don't want to sell anything at the moment either, because we do need the extra jump. Elevation boost. I want to see that through first. At the same time, it's not like it'll make much of a difference. I can't. It's gonna have a chest that I can't pick pick the lock, whatever. It's a rat. There were the colored windows. Right, how do you get there? This is the only path. Can I climb this? No, so it's a jumping task or puzzle. This. Has to be that roof over there. Ah, right. We have a lot of options here where to go. Let's do them one at a time. You know, there's something in this direction. This is guaranteed. More. There's at least 3 locations we can go to. This could lead to the same room, I suppose. I think I might have to crouch on this jump. Level 5, that's not actually too bad. Not sure it makes much sense to mark anything here, but there's nothing else on this particular level. We'll have to mark them here. There's a level 5. Yep, definitely jump to the other side. Got stuck there. I'm not sure why, I already sort of got in. Guess I came in at an awkward angle or something. Why won't you go in? It's the same goddamn window as the other one, but it won't go in. Shit. Yeah, I feel like the game isn't really good for this type of gameplay. It's not snappy and responsive controls. Not really a platformer type of game. Why the fuck won't you go in? Just come on, go in. I don't get what's the difference. What's so different about this window compared to the window on the side? They're exactly the same height. They're exactly the same shape. So why the fuck won't you go in this one? Yeah, now it went in just fine. Level 9. Now I can't get out. Yeah, it seems like you have to go very straight in, and even then it might get stuck on something. What was it, level 9? Or something like that. Nothing more. Let's go back to the ladder. There were other places we go from there. Oh right, this is what I was talking about, the top jump. It's part if we go there and continue to the left. But I couldn't complete it at this moment even if I tried to, so there's no real point in going there. I'm not actually sure where the other paths lead. Do they lead to anything useful? Right. Well, this seems like it's a... Yeah, it doesn't seem to go anywhere. Hitting the sides? I suppose I could jump on that, but what the hell would that do? Right, not every platform is a secret. I recall this. Level 6, yeah, that's not too bad either. There is a difference between a fighter and a thief. This could be a lot of decent loot. But the thing is, it might also be loot for a low-level thief to get a head start instead of something worthwhile for a higher level character. The
You think
fuck
you're
are
pretty
you?
tough, don't you?
Rats. Don't make me come up there.
Gomer's Butcher Shop. Ha! Not exactly stalwart fighters.
Right. That window was my bane. It's getting to that pole isn't that tough of a job, but either you need a flawless jump to reach that, or you're meant to cheat. Because I don't know how in the hell are you gonna reach that otherwise. It could be that it's one of those oddities that you need to perform a specific type of jump to get there, but I don't know what that would be. I burned my nerves on that quite badly. Just wouldn't go anywhere, but it's clearly a place where you are intended to go. So I racked my brain quite a bit trying to figure out how the hell you're supposed to do it.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
Someone's watching me because I can pickpocket him.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket. I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
Actual establishment.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Copper LeGray. Do you know anything about the portal in the woods?
Not me, pal. I had nothing to do with that. I'm new here in town. I said, not me, pal.
Hey, Copper. I see you're in one piece. I heard you had an accident. You all right?
I suppose I'm okay.
Sorry about your dad, but good riddance to them brothers of yours.
I don't suppose any of them deserved it.
So, what's the deal? You still living at the Blue Deer? You gonna inherit your dad's place? You might just become king, you know.
No, and I'm not asking for any of this. My fondest desire is for my Uncle Richard to live a long and prosperous life, and maybe he'll get married and have children of his own. How about if I set the two of you up, Rosalinda? You could be my auntie.
You always did have a wild imagination, Copper. Sorry, couple. I can't start the dance show now. I've got too much work to do.
Do you have a brother also in the Dark Army? You look very familiar to me.
How you know I in Dark Army? Maybe I farmer?
Oh, yeah, right. Look, we all know you guys from the Dark Army come in here, and it's not a problem, as long as you behave and don't involve yourselves in espionage and so forth. Frankly, the idea that you think you're masquerading as a farmer is hilarious.
Okay, not farmer. Fisherman.
Everybody knows there's only two things you never want to do, son. Sneak up on a man while he's drinking, and make a pest of yourself in a tavern.
Well, I've always been sort of a contrarian.
That's your problem. Buy me another mug and I'll forgive you.
Sure, I'll sponsor a mug for you. Why not?
Thank you, lad. That's mighty neighborly of you.
So, what brings you to our fair city, sir?
Here on business.
Any chance you'd have some advice for a guy that's lost his soul somewhere in between the dimensions?
Well, I am sort of in the business of souls myself. Let me think about your problem a while, and maybe I'll think of something for you.
Thanks. Any help would be appreciated.
Thanks again for the mug.
He seems like an assassin. I have a feeling we won't be seeing him for the last time.
Oh, nothing in there to steal. Oh, nothing in there to steal.
Can't pickpocket her. Do I have the skills or what? Can't pickpocket him either. Right. Is it okay for me to go through this?
Hey guys, can I get a little help here?
Right. The game is somewhat of a vague what we are okay to fiddle with and what not. So it's not exactly unreasonable to assume that you can't just take whatever from an establishment like this. But there's also quite often things you can take, or at least take a look in, destroy to see what they drop and so forth. And this isn't exactly a shop I can buy things from, so I suppose if there's a reasonable chance that something might go wrong, we'll just save and try it. Hard to say where I've been and where I haven't been. Tavern.
You'd think somebody would make a sign that a person could read. Thank you. This sign is illegible.
It's a wheel. Wizard 3. Level 12. sure I want to go to water, it looks a bit deep. Also, I can't see where you're supposed to get out. Is that a ladder? That's a ladder. Right, I don't think there are any ladders on this side. I don't see any interesting items, so better not jump in there.
Annihilated. I'd have thought there was something in that pocket.
Hello, Mr. Ladder. Maybe I shouldn't break this. Free elevation increase. Not sure what we would gain from it though, but still. Nothing to interact with here. Suppose technically I might be able to get there, but I can probably jump there anyway.
Barton's Bakery. This store's closed, I guess.
Weird colored window that we can break. So we need to get there and jump there. This might be a tough jump. Very tough. Sure why I should not destroy these. I'll need a couple of rations before I'm overflowing with stuff. Oh shit. Could have jumped on top of that. I don't think so, I don't have the elevation. Okay. Any other directions we could possibly go to? Extra shield. It's gonna be more valuable than a wooden shield at least. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they stack. They just don't automatically do that. Right. I don't see any reason to go there, so this is really the only path.
I could eat a horse. Although I do suppose a whole horse without any potatoes or bread or vegetables would be sort of a boring meal.
I think I can jump there from that location. Not sure if you need to crouch, there seems to be a fairly large window there. Also not sure what's the correct location to jump from. Here we would get more speed, evidently. Level 7. Not bad. Going to put it on the lower level though. bad, not bad at all.
This weapon works well on these beasties.
The rats, everything works well on them. What have we explored? Not quite everything, but I suppose significant part. I don't think I've been there or there. They would be connecting, so maybe about 50% there. Without a doubt, there's gonna be some secret in that general area too. Okay, one step at a time. Really see the point of observing these. Ah, right. And a level 5. Ah. A 1. Leather. Oh shit. We could have theoretically tested our hypothesis about items being different if you bash or unlock them with a pickpocket. But this was a level 1 lock, so I'm not sure if this would really prove anything in a conclusive manner. One of my guiding principles was right from the beginning that I won't settle for a single chest, no matter what it is. It's not good enough to provide us with an answer. We need multiple ones to see if there's a notable difference. With one or two, there chance might always alter our results. We can explore a few more. Don't think that's much of a influence then anymore.
Put them around back.
What?
Put them around back. If my wife sees them up here, she'll kill me.
Put what? I don't understand.
Aren't you Carlo?
Sorry, wrong house.
Never mind.
Nothing, dear. Go back to sleep.
Another weird shit encounter. Don't think this is nothing, but I'll still make a note of it. Carlo putting in back. And we've been here. Where to next? I think we should follow this side. Maybe. We're not gonna visit all places, not unless we're meticulous in marking where we can have been and haven't been.
The blue deer.
That's an exit to the wilderness. Better mark that.
I'd have thought there was something in that pocket. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to get into my room.
Oh, you ain't got a room here, boy.
No room? I've been living there for over a year. Where's your memory?
Where's your rent, copper? You're overdue 3 days ago. You said you'd get some money from your father. I take it he died before you got any money out of him. Didn't have his purse on him?
I did not say I was getting money from my father. I said I was going to ask for a job. I'm going to ask my uncle now, but he's away. Please be patient a bit longer.
If and then you cannot pay me for all past and current rents due, then I have the pleasure of evicting you. Personally, I don't hold with them that believe you're related to the Legreys. I think King Richard will not continue to tolerate you for long now that his brother is dead neither. Okay, I guess I gotta let you in.
Pitiful amount of silver for our current character. I think the cost is 50. Be sure if I open this, it's another fight situation. He's dressed in rags, worse than I am, so I don't think going to have all that much money on him.
Home sweet home.
Sword I have no use for. Poison I have no use for. Acid sac might have use for actually. Oh fuck, I wasted it. Well shit, what was it? After being struck by this poultice, affected targets have their combat capabilities reduced for a short period of time. When applied to a lock, the acid within will reduce the difficulty of the lock by 1 level. If used on a level 1 lock, the lock is corroded open. Well, balls. How do you produce these? This might be useful. You need tar crystals and lamplight eggs. I actually do know where you can get lamplight eggs. No idea where you would get tar crystals. From tar, I guess. So, yeah, that might be a recipe worth hoarding. Do we have any secrets in our own room? No, I guess. Force
I
pod
should eat something.
and a cluster. These are good stuff. At least the force pod is. Ingesting this mixture will awaken the ancient magic within the user and allows the casting of 1 ancient magic spell with no cost. Mana cluster. Once empowered with this item, the next non-ancient spell you cast will have no cost. This could be very situational and mostly useful, I guess, for people who are not casters, because their cost of all spells will be very high. But I don't think this really applies to us. With us, we would prefer anything that restores mana and mage levels, naturally. Right. Just in case that could have functioned as our base of operations. Left or right?
Smoke them!
All go into the water. Seems shallow enough. Don't see anything remotely interesting in the water though. Might be something. Large bomb. Really worth something, right? More importantly, we can do the thing we wanted to do with that, and I think I'm gonna go and do it. It will do just fine. Let's see if I recall where it is. It's definitely not here, but this is an interesting area. Where is this? Okay. Right.
Wish I had something to eat.
Stop complaining. It affects regeneration at this point, so not that important. There should be a ladder somewhere. Finally got turned around at some point. Right. Need to put it against the wall because I'm gonna push it there anyway. So I don't think it has to be a crouch jump. There's a lot of space there. Just needs the height. Right. Level 11. I was sort of thinking of leaving the jar there for now. It could be somewhat of an expensive item, but I don't think it's super expensive. I'm also gonna need something there, so jar it's just as good as any other. At the same time, I probably have to refill my inventory again through some means, so not going to matter. I'm gonna go to Barnaby's armory and sell some stuff away now.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo yo yo.
I'd like to sell this.
Okay, I buy it.
I'd like to sell this.
Okay, I buy it.
I'd like to sell this.
Okay.
An okay amount of money.
See ya.
See you too.
Right, not bad at all. Our situation is starting to look fairly positive. We have enough funds that we could buy something halfway decent at this point. We end it here, close to it. This seemed interesting. Right, the chest. Hello, cookies. Full 20. We are not gonna be able to jump there from here. That's hopeless. We need to get access to that window. Something you can interact with there. Oh, it is. I thought it was the box, but it's not. So it stopped. Why? There are loads of these. I don't recall being able to interact with any of them, so what makes that particular lamp special? Well, that's a good one. Ancient stone. Sure, those rotted meat. They've thrown a lot of small explosives my way. Not sure why. I need to do a crouching jump. And we have a level 8. I can't see through the window. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Still happened. I have mouse movement on. How the hell did that happen? Ooh. Ooh, toggle L. That's horrifying. So it just exists for you to escape if you drop there, right? Well, this is where we ended. I might be able to use the barrels to get to the loot. Ah, no need. I have ladders. Some food, some fruit. We should be nearing the end of our little city exploration area. Yeah, there's definitely this side of this left. Not particularly large, but it's still there. Wait. Some sort of warehouse. There's a Thief's Guild mark. Ah.
Oh. I thought this was a store.
I'm Mojo, and you're a copper. I seen you around.
Heavy crossbow, 2,500. Holy bullshit, the prices here are ridiculous. Storm crystal, 7,500. Yeah, I don't think this shop is gonna give us great trading prices. 2,200 for a spiked iron shield, are you shitting me? He buys pretty much everything though. Coco's cap. I sort of want to just sell it. How expensive is it? 320, that's actually more than I thought I would get from it. So it is somewhat expensive. More expensive than the regeneration ring. Why? Just fucking identified then. What does it do? What's so special about it? If the user succumbs to the effects of this cap, it restores 50 points of health and mana before vanishing.
Sure, we'll buy that. Sure, we'll buy that.
I have more confidence in my ability to sell some of these somewhere else. Not those miscellaneous items though. Ooh, yeah, I'm taking him.
What are you, a ferret?
shadow. Ferrets are food.
I suppose having a companion would be useful in some cases.
Useful. Cyrus is useful.
That's quite a lisp he's got.
How the hell do you get it? No idea.
Copper, welcome to the Bacchanal. Dash said you'd be by.
Good morning, Jaden.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Come to see me again?
I still haven't picked a familiar. What sort of things could you do for me if I picked you?
I can hear and smell things for you. I can search and even steal for you when you are too busy. Even very small things I can smell.
So what do I do if I want to pick you?
I'd like something to eat. Some meat. Only death can separate us now.
Yeah, he's here. And he's not just here, he's going to be appearing on the screen soon, probably. They all do. Well, I assume they all do. But I think they all do. Yeah. It looks fucking retarded. Mostly with him, I suppose, because he's not a flying creature, clearly. Creatures with wings, the fairy and the homunculus, less so. Golem structure, or how it sort of lacks a real body, floating armor, it's somewhat more tolerable too. In general, I don't really approve of the implementation.
Come on in, Copper. Maybe we got something in here you can use.
Is there a bizarre ring? Gauntlets of Speed. You can take a look at the items without buying them, but you might not be able to identify them without using the floor stones. Twin bow sounds nice. But I don't want. I just don't want a weapon that does normal attacks, even if it fires 2 shots. It fundamentally doesn't change anything. I need special abilities.
Locked.
Cat's ring. Mask of Shadows. Caitlin's ring. Jade dagger. I would imagine the best combat gear is from the Fighters Guild. This might have some trickery. Also the best bow could be from this one. Although I don't see how twin crossbow would be the one. What do you buy? Much less than the other guy here. Yeah, I think I'll just sell some of the bombs. I should have them in 2 rows, right?
If you're selling, we're buying.
We're all, yeah. For every one I sell, I'll get less and less money. So I don't want to sell everything here.
If you're selling, we're buying.
Although I'm not sure what else would I do with these.
If you're selling, we're buying. If you're selling, we're buying. If you're selling, we're buying.
Also 2,000 crowns, so I'm certainly within reach of buying something useful. My preferred item would probably be bow at this point, because I've found quite a few armor, shields and weapons, one after another. We're still using the dark crossbow, and the value is shit. 13 versus 40. What do we know about these items by just looking at them? Plain mask. Simple band is very light, hanging briefly in the air when tossed in the palm of the hand. Very rare. There is a small skull etched into the pommel of this unusually heavy dagger. Simple band? Yeah, I just don't understand what they do. I'm not made of lore stones, so... Of course we could always save and load, but I'd like to avoid that as much as we can. Right. And to get topside. Doesn't really matter what place. No. Might as well go where we came in. One section of the city is still left unexplored. I'm sure there are secrets and things like that, but if I don't blatantly see them, I won't go out looking for them either. I'd like to get out of the city at this point. Visit the Droracle, see what's really going on. Right, it's on the east side of town and I'm going west. Right. Northwest, south, east, north. That's definitely north, right? So these should be here, which it is, but the pointer is pointing west. Right. And this is west, but so this map is accurate, but the compass at the bottom of the screen is not. It has left and right inverted basically. But if we point north, we can accurately choose direction to go, correct direction. We just have to ignore the compass after that. What a weird thing. Weird thing. Like no one tested it. To be fair, it took some time for me to notice. Attack barrels. Always a good sign. Once we have enough thief levels, we can start opening up some of these chests. We'll take another good look at what's exactly located here.
This store's closed, I guess. Barton's Bakery.
But this has the other water area. Right, I never visited this all that closely. That's weird. Definitely a secret of some sort. Movable crate, basically. Oh, 6. Not bad. Okay, there's a fairly decent amount of level 5, 6 and 7s, and there's a few that go above level 10. So I'm guessing around 6, 7 is fairly standard that you need to know if you want to be any good at class. Well, that's suspicious. That's suspicious.
There has to be something to eat somewhere around here.
Yeah, we'll eat some rat meat. Oh my god, that's a terrible jump. Level 14, I think this might be the highest boss so far. There was the colored window. Oh, there's one. Sewers. Right, it's not part of the system we've been in before. Level 0. Cleric level. Level 9. Well, the goal was more or less to get gear and easy experience to start the game off, so I guess in that sense we've achieved our goal. There's a red window somewhere. Okay, another one. Level 12, nice. On top of each other. I'll switch the color just to make sure that there's clearly something else here. Right, the window. There. There. I guess that's it. Not exactly all that complicated this time. This is right, slightly problematic. Looking at it, it looks like you don't have the height. If you go too close to the window, you sort of get stuck to the frame too. But you do have the height. Right at the edge, it sort of bumps you over it. Level 8. So how many? We still haven't visited that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably around a dozen. Right. Right. It looks very similar to the other side, but it's not quite that. The ladder there. Oh, 9.
Buck's Mercantile.
Sounds like an actual shop.
Annihilated.
It is.
Come on in.
You know, I've been shopping here for quite some time, and I've never introduced myself. I'm Copper LeGray.
I knows that. Shucks, we all knows who you is, kid. Sorry about your pappy. He was a hell of a man, that one. You okay? Need a shoulder to cry on or anything?
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine. Well, I mean, sort of, anyway.
Glad to hear it. My name's Buck, and I'm the owner of this here store. You just look around all you want, you hear? Today I'll give you a good discount on anything you buys. Sort of my way of saying good luck and best wishes to you.
Thanks.
At least this place has lore stones. That's a genuinely useful thing to have. Be able to buy them.
I guess I could buy that off in you.
Shit about these. I have way too much aloe.
I guess I could buy that off in you.
He really just buys food. Which is fine, I suppose, but not particularly useful. We're near the end of our exploration. And we have gained a good amount of money out of this. Some decent items too. I don't really have any basic regrets doing this, even though it eats up quite a bit of time. And in some ways it doesn't really do anything, advance the plot in any way. So in that sense, a waste of time. This suspicious looking, different. Are we hiding something here? Don't think so. Club. Don't want it. Worst weapon ever. Entire building looks a little bit odd. A broadsword. Battle Axe has 40. 45. What is it, like third or fourth weapon upgrade? Useful for splitting skulls and severing limbs. The broadsword is a must in any fighter's arsenal. Its heavy blade does additional impact damage to susceptible foes, so it's very similar to the axe in the bonus damage part department. That's weird. So suddenly just a random platform there. Color me skeptical. Too many of these platforms that seem to go nowhere.
Travel agency. Must be out sampling their own wares.
Right, so I'm more or less screwing about in these buildings, and I'm fairly certain there's at least one secret there, but I don't really get how you're supposed to get started on this one. Yeah, now we're in familiar territory again. No, it's this area, right. I think we never took one of the passageways we could have taken. We've been there, right? No. Okay, it's not that typical a jump. Not easy either. Similar to one we've already done, really. Level 7. So one more. And there's a chance I might have missed one or two. But as far as I'm concerned, that's a wrap. I'm gonna go to the northern gate and leave things at that. Maybe not, because I have full inventory. Way too much of some of this shit. Also, I'm not sure I care about the Ring of Regeneration all that much. Well, it's probably gonna save up mana more than anything, because I don't have to heal so much. And if it disappears on its own, that's fine, I don't really need it. Yeah, one reason not to do it, go north now, is that we do have 2000 copper. Silver crown. So, why not try to spend it somewhere? If we want to go spend it, we need to go south, not north. We need to sell stuff at the guilds and buy stuff at the guilds. We can at least sell the battle axe. You can always just dump rotten food and aloe leaves wherever, so that doesn't really matter. At least a bow. That would be nice. I seem to recall there was a good bow in the fighter's guild. Reasonably priced too. Maybe while we're there we might pick up a spell or two. Currently I have really no combat magic capability. Not so sure I want any clerical spells. The shield is already fairly good. What I do want to know is, do the mage protection spells stack with the clerical protection spells? Not sure how you would test it. I would, well, we have a physical protection at least, but I'm not sure if we have a magical protection. So that would be a good start. Not sure if we can cast it either. There's really no sort of a grasp of level range of the spells or the cost, so hard to say how effective they are, and can you even cast one.
Help yourself, and I'll add up when you're done.
$2,750 gold. I'll keep light crossbow 13. Yeah, I'm dumping this. Where's the bow? There is the heavy crossbow. I doubt I'll take this, but there's no harm in comparing things. Great bow shift, right, that's the one. Longbow. Let's say heavy crossbow, missile strength 65. Longbow, well, what the fuck? Longbow has a missile strength of 0. That makes no sense. Great bow shift, 50. Okay, I don't get the longbow. Why is it so weak? Heavy crossbow. The iron-tipped bolts fired from this formidable weapon do additional impact damage to foes. Beware its low recovery rate. Great bow shift. Shift is capable of fire, lightning, and ice bolt attacks. When firing upon creatures not susceptible to these three types of damage, Shift will fire a normal arrow. Useful for hunting, the longbow has incredible range, but so does every weapon and attack, so that doesn't really... that's not much of a selling point. I'll take great bow shift. It is substantially more powerful than the light crossbow, and it has elemental properties in some of its attack, at least against some opponents, so I expect great things from it. I don't think I want a long sword prism.
I will seek a hand.
I'd rather take spells.
I'd like to buy this.
Nice.
We'll sell it to you.
Still have 2,000. We don't have to buy a lot of spells. What I would like is a spread of different elements or tool spells, something along those lines. So we have options. Seems to be our only strength really, so we should have a tool, the right tool for every job the game throws our way. I'd like to try to increase the tool selection. There actually are a couple of items I am interested in. Let's see how much money we're gonna get from her.
Hello again, Copper.
Yeah, you'll take my stroke daggers.
Do you want to sell that?
I'd like to, yes, please.
Do you want to sell that?
I'd like to, yes, please.
Do you want to sell that?
I'm
I'd
not
like
gonna
to,
use
yes,
the lightning crystal either.
Do you want to sell that?
I'd like to, yes, please.
Want to sell some of the aloe leaves away?
Do you want to sell that?
I'd like to, yes, please.
Do you want to sell that?
How
I'd like to,
expensive
yes,
is
please.
mana stone? Very expensive. I'm thinking of selling an ivory chip.
Do you want to sell that?
I'd like to,
It's
yes,
just
please.
5 points of mana. I have 125 already, so it doesn't matter much. There are a couple of interesting items here. I want to see what they do if I can. Canaan's ring. When this ring is worn, the wearer's bare-handed strikes will be that of a tiger's claw and will be accompanied by a loud growl, so we're not buying that. Gargoyle bracers. This pair of arcane bracers were forged by the ancient Imp Lord's artifact. Is that a hint? Dragon Gem. Emits soft hum when held. Well, thanks. Stone bracers, set of carved stone bracers, rare. There was another item, I think.
I will seek a hand weapon for your use.
There. When worn, these bracers increase the wearer's base mana by 25% while decreasing his base hit points by 25%. Not a good thing for us. Not magic focused to that extent. So... fuck it. You can always buy more from the shopkeeper. Gargoyle bracers. The wearer has his casting costs for all summoning spells reduced by 25%. Okay, doesn't sound all that interesting. I haven't tested any of the summoning spells in this game, but they were terrible in Lands of Lore 2. That said, most spells were, so I have no idea how good summoning are. There's a fundamental problem, in my opinion, in using them. It's the summoning creatures are shit, generally speaking, and their AI is shit. So you really don't want to rely on them for effective fighting. So they might be more useful as distractions, and maybe like the most powerful summoning spell could be really powerful. But that's about it. Also, fighting so far has been very easy, so I'm not particularly interested in summoning extra fighters. Dragon Gem. Taken from the gem found at the heart of a dragon, this item, when worn as an amulet, gives the wearer limited protection from physical attacks. When equipped with this gem, faint tracer, okay, so limited protection from physical attacks. What the hell does that even mean? Is it just an armor addition or what? Stone bracers. These heavy bracers reduce protection, but make the wearer immune to the effects of all poison. Does that include radiation? The game has at least two different types of poison. One that lasts for like a minute and does damage, and another that does some damage and kills you after a while if you don't heal it. So I think stone bracers are a good investment even if we don't wear them on constantly, because if we get into an area that has a lot of poison or venomous enemies, we really don't want to be stuck there using some sort of antidotes or poison shields. We would just want to ignore their attacks entirely. So stone bracers, yes. Maybe even the dragon gem. Sure. Can I see how much it changes things? 10 points. It's fine, but yeah, there's the but. What about stone bracers? How much does it lower protection? 0. Maybe it increases the damage you take from attacks or something? $350, right, that's actually cheaper than I thought it would be.
May I buy this?
You just did.
I'd better be going.
Bye-bye.
We have a electricity attack and nothing else. I don't think we can do fire, but we do have a fire crystal. It's a cold attack, I'm pretty sure. Fairly cheap, so I'm inclined to take it. Magic shield. Lesser shield. I don't want lesser protection shields because the greater ones are just simply better. Not sure if I can use them all that effectively, but they're still just massively better. Buff spells for your familiars. Greater magic shield is 1000. That's a big investment. Same time, where did that silver come from? Same time, I think we want it anyway sooner or later. Ancient Imp 1000. Yeah, this sort of stuff might be very good. Resurrect Shadow. Okay, Shadow can die. Explosive Runes. I think that's a trap spell. Not particularly interested. Freezing Touch. Lightning Storm. Sun Ray. Maybe too expensive for us. Lesser Detonation Sphere. Don't we have anything else besides cold? Not really. There's lightning and cold. Basically, I'm gonna take Greater Shield, or I take the Magic Shield already. I did. So I'm inclined to just take the Greater Shield too. This will cost pretty much all our cash, but I don't think we have we have all the protection spells we probably ever need at that point. We have to just focus on strengthening our attack spell selection. Detonation is like explosion you can do with the flash pods. With the detonation spell, I think I can just sell every flash pod I can encounter. So that way it's much more attractive. One spell versus used up inventory slots. So that's why I want it now. And I guess that's more or less it. The spell selection isn't exactly great, but we can always get more money by stronger lightning and cold spells and whatever Sun Ray is. This spell creates a powerful ray of artificial sunlight that concentrates its heat on a specific point. So I suppose a heat spell, sort of. It's a big investment, but I think I'll do it.
Thank you.
Right, we want some sort of an attack. Want the heal, we want a light spell. Want the basic shield, and I think a magic shield. We can always shift things depending on our need. So, attack front is weak, but everything else looks good. Launches a shard of ice, probably not that useful, but it might be able to douse fires, maybe. And it's a different element attack, so if spark doesn't work, we can shoot ice at them. Also, how expensive is the shield? About 60% of my total mana. How long does it last? There's no counter. Yes, there is.
Thank you for visiting the Telemari
About
Library.
25-30 seconds. It should
Please return at your
block at
convenience.
least half of any magical damage. The other shield is much cheaper, lasts for 60 seconds and should be pretty much the same thing against every attack type. We have things we want to sell. Well, sort of, but there's no urgency. I think we're done. Took quite a bit, but we're much stronger for it. Got a ton of money which we spend and invest wisely, I think. Very versatile and solid bow and massive buff in our defense spells, just in case we hit some sort of a tough spot, so I can use the extra boost to get us through it. With attack spells, I think you'd sort of have to know in advance which one to buy, because if you buy the wrong one, you might be buying something that the target is immune to. But with shields, they're gonna be useful against everything. So what we're gonna do is visit the Droracle, explore the woods. See what the plot is really about. Usually how this works is that something happens, you visit the Droracle, Droracle tells you what the hell is actually going on, what you need to do to fix it, and then you go about trying to do that. And that's how Lands of Lore game works. So I'm sort of hoping this follows the same pattern.